So now, pillar number 4, date conversation. The first thing I'm going to say, man, is you got to be interested in this girl and you got to show it. You have to be curious about who is she, where is she from, why is she the way she is. So if you find out she's a nurse, she grew up in Kentucky, and she had a dog named Rambo as a child, your responses shouldn't be, oh, wow, nurse, great, cool. Oh, wow, Kentucky, that's a great state. And, oh, that's really cool, you had a dog, I had one too. No, that's not how you show interest. If you don't want to show genuine interest in this girl, you can probably pay a sex worker $300 to deal with you, and you don't have to know anything about her. But if you do want to express interest, it might sound a little bit something like this. Oh my goodness, you're a nurse? You've probably seen some stuff. Give me something. Give me a story you could share with me that you've seen in the ER or while delivering a freaking baby. If she's from Kentucky, you've either never been to Kentucky, so Jesus, you're the first person I've met from Kentucky. What was it like? Or let's say you are from Kentucky. What part of Kentucky, girl? Like, maybe you can talk about your town versus her town. You know, you are either learning or relating in all the things you say. And if she had a dog named Rambo, what kind of dog was he? Was he a happy boy? Was he a naughty boy? You just inject those little bits into your sentences, and man, your date, the girl, anyone in front of you who you say this to ultimately will open up so fast to you. And when they open up about their childhood, their work, or maybe a dog they had, they feel really good expressing that part of themselves. And when you're able to entertain that conversation and get them to keep going, they associate this good feeling of opening up with talking to you. So their brain registers, I feel really good every time I talk to this guy, so I should talk to him more often. So to wrap up that point, talk to her about her day. Laugh with her, share secrets with her, tell stories with her, the highs and lows of like what's happening with you. Don't be afraid to emotionally just jump around from topic to topic. Some stuff is very deep, some stuff is surface level. That's actually how feminine energy like exchanges communication with each other. So if you get stuck talking like really deeply about some topic you didn't intend here and it seems like there's no way out, there's nothing wrong with saying like, okay, I'm going to switch it up real quick. You see that guy over there? He kind of reminds me of like The Rock, don't you think? I just want to explain what I just did there. We were stuck in deep conversation about something and you just completely led the situation by saying, all right, enough of this. What do you think of that? There's nothing wrong with that. And a lot of males being so logical in their head don't really seem to understand that. That's totally fine. And you just did the both of you a favor. And the last part about date conversation is just use simple mirroring techniques to help the girl open up and share more with you. If she says blah, 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 say things like, oh, wow, Stacy, it sounds like this, or it looks like that, or wow, it feels like this. And when you say these statements like worded this way, it not only shows you're listening and being thoughtful. You're saying, Stacy, I think this, I want to hear more. I want to hear you double down on this, or correct what's going on in my head about this. And damn, man, women love that, but humans love that in general. It shows you are understanding them. You are making them feel seen. Like, get these basics down and you can talk to somebody for hours. It's incredible. So now we got pillar number 5, how to end the date / the second part to a great first date. Now, let me ask you something. What would be better than a first date? A second date, a third date, right? Of course. That sounds wonderful. Now, what if I told you you could experience 3 dates worth of emotion and intimacy and connection all in one night in just a few hours? Well, guys, I'll let you in on a little secret. You absolutely can do this, and I've been doing it myself for years. Now, here's a principle just going into all of your dates. There's always a chance that whatever you do can flow into some sort of follow-up activity. So for that reason, it's always good to have something in mind in case things are going well. So you should always loosely have a plan to do next if the situation arises. And it's not that serious. I'll give a few examples to demonstrate what I'm talking about. If you're meeting somewhere for a date, and maybe there's a park with a nice walking path nearby, or there's like an arcade across the street, or just a 5-minute walk down the road, there's a really good dessert place, and maybe it overlooks something pretty. All of those aspects add another emotional layer to the experience between the two of you and like the connection that has grown during that time together. You could even take it up a notch, like ride those rental scooters and maybe go to an arcade. Or maybe you've done your research and there happens to be like a festival going on nearby, or there's live music up the block. When you have a good time with someone and it's a high vibration between the two of you and you realize, oh my goodness, there's music up the block. Like you want to stop it and check it out. It's that movie rom-com experience that we're all searching for. It's, wow, what are the odds? You and me here and now this thing's going on. Let's do it. And I want to explain something pretty funny to you, that the more of these that you can provide on the date, the more it gives the girl to tell her friends about. You know, first we went to here, then we went and got ice cream here, then we went and saw this little fair that was going on down the block. And I'll tell you this, 1, her friends are going to love that. And 2, as soon as you gain the support from the friend group, the odds have just tremendously gone up in your favor for you to be the guy for her. Now that wraps up pillar 5 of the second part that makes a great first date. But let me give you some more pro tips just to know before going into a first date with anybody for the first time. I mean this with my whole chest when I say, don't worry about the date going great. You are just here to see if there's chemistry between the two of you. And if there is, you are going to have a great time no matter what. Even if the pasta with red sauce spills all over you, if there's chemistry between the two of you, you'll make a good moment out of it instead of being embarrassed and thinking, oh no, my chances are ruined. There's actually tons of people out there who have embarrassing moments on their first dates and they ended up marrying each other. So don't sweat it, mate. In fact, learning how someone handles embarrassment and how they step up to leadership, it's equally important in just learning one's character and the kind of person you really are. So if you can really nail these 5 pillars, you are going to knock off the checks of creating comfort, creating connection, and leading in the masculine role throughout all these situations. And man, if you do that, you have stacked the odds tremendously in your favor for this date to go well. So acknowledge those 5 pillars whenever you're out. And as far as the rest of your energy and attention, just focus on making sure you can have fun. You can enjoy yourself, because the side effect of you having a good time is the person right across from you absorbing that energy and them having a good time too. So happy dating and good luck to you all.